His parents hate me because I'm a fashion model and think I'm using him for money, but I actually make way more than he does. What do I do? Hi Reddit. I, 25F, have been dating my boyfriend, 24M, for a little over a year now. We live together in a small apartment, nothing fancy, but it's cozy and it's ours. I love him a lot. He's kind, funny, supportive, and one of the only people who really gets me. But there's one huge problem in our relationship. His parents hate me. They haven't come out and said it to my face, at least not directly, but it's obvious in how they treat me, the things they say about me when I'm not around, and the pressure they've been putting on my boyfriend to leave me. It's eating me up inside and starting to affect our relationship. The root of the issue? My job. I work full-time as a fashion model. It's something I've worked incredibly hard for, years of building my portfolio, networking, maintaining my look, working with agencies, constantly traveling, shooting, working odd hours. It's exhausting, but I love what I do. And yeah, I get paid well. Not crazy celebrity money, but way more than enough to comfortably support myself. But his parents, especially his mom, seem to think modeling is basically softcore porn. Her exact words, which I heard through my boyfriend, real women work with their hands, not their bodies. If you have to show your skin for money, you're selling yourself. She thinks I'm just parading around for male attention and sees me as immoral, shallow, and lazy. And here's the kicker. My boyfriend doesn't have a full-time job. He does odd gigs, delivery apps, a little freelance work here and there, but most of his income comes from his parents. They still help him pay his car insurance, phone bill, and sometimes even groceries. They think I'm taking advantage of him and that I'm living off the money they give him. But in reality, I pay for most of our rent, utilities, and day-to-day expenses. I never asked them for a cent, and neither has he on my behalf. Honestly, if anything, he relies on me financially more than anyone wants to admit, and I'm okay with that, because I love him and I believe in him. But his parents have this whole story in their heads that I'm a gold digger, or that I'm dragging him down. It's gotten so bad that they told him, flat out, that he should leave me, that I'm a bad influence, that I'm going to ruin his life. He defended me, sort of. He told them they're wrong about me, but he's also scared to push back too hard because he still depends on them. And I get that, to a point. But I feel like I'm being thrown under the bus for something I didn't do, and I'm starting to feel more and more resentful. I didn't expect to be in a relationship where I'm viewed as the problem, just because I chose a career they don't respect. We're not married, and we don't have kids, but we've talked about the future. And now I'm scared. If his parents hate me this much now, will it get worse? What happens if we do get married someday? Or have kids? Will they treat me like trash forever? Will he always be caught in the middle? I'm trying not to make him choose between me and his family, but it's getting harder and harder to swallow my pride and pretend this isn't hurting me. I don't want to walk away from this relationship, but I also don't want to be in one where I'm constantly made to feel ashamed of who I am and what I do. Reddit, how do I handle this? Do I confront his parents? Do I give him an ultimatum? Do I just walk away before this gets worse? Any advice is seriously appreciated. Comment 1. Girl, run. You're being villainized for succeeding in your career, while your boyfriend's still riding the financial training wheels his parents gave him. The fact that he won't stand up to them properly says a lot. Today it's their judgment about your job, tomorrow it's about how you raise your kids, what you wear, or how you exist. If he can't put healthy boundaries in place now, it's only going to get worse. Comment 2. Not gonna lie, your boyfriend sounds like he's in a tough spot, but you're in a tougher one. You're being disrespected by people who don't even know you, and your partner isn't doing enough to protect you. He's not a bad person, but he's passive, and passivity is dangerous when you're trying to build a life together. You deserve someone who won't let others degrade you behind your back. He needs to either grow a spine or grow apart. Comment 3. I was skeptical when I first read fashion model, because yeah, that lifestyle isn't for everyone. But you're clearly hardworking and self-sufficient, and it's honestly his parents who are being inappropriate here. Also, it sounds like you've been incredibly generous financially, so the whole gold digger narrative is just insulting. Maybe show your boyfriend the numbers, not to brag, but to make it clear who's supporting who. That might snap him out of it. Update. 3 months later his parents still hate me, and now I'm seriously questioning everything. Hey everyone. I wasn't expecting my original post to blow up the way it did, but thank you to everyone who commented, messaged, or even just read it. I read every single response, and honestly, a lot of what you said really stuck with me. Some of it was hard to hear, but it was what I needed. So, it's been about 3 months since I posted. A lot has happened, and I wanted to update you all, because I'm still not sure where I stand, but the picture is a lot clearer now. Let's start with the good. After reading the post, yes, I showed it to him. My boyfriend finally got it. Really understood how bad things had gotten. He was shocked by how many people pointed out that he was failing to protect me. I think it finally clicked that this wasn't just drama with his parents, it was hurting me, and us. He actually tried to talk to his parents, and it did not go well. He went over there without me and had what he described as a calm but serious conversation. He told them he loved me, that I work hard, that I'm not using him or them, and that they needed to respect me if they wanted to be in our lives. Their response? His mom cried and said I was brainwashing him. His dad said I led with my body, not my values. And then they straight up threatened to cut him off financially if he didn't wake up. So yeah, that was fun. He came home crushed. He told me he never realized how conditional their love was. He's always been close to them, especially his mom, and I think part of him just broke that night. Since then, things have changed. He's been doing his best to become more financially independent, picked up more consistent freelance work, started driving for 2 delivery services, and he's been contributing to rent more regularly. It's not a huge income yet, but the effort is real, and I respect that more than I can say. But here's where it gets complicated. Even though I see him trying, I also feel this growing resentment in myself. For a year, I felt like I was carrying him emotionally and financially, while being trashed behind my back by the people supporting him. And now that he's finally choosing me, I don't know if I'm still all in. Part of me keeps thinking, why did it take Reddit for him to defend me? Why did he let them treat me like dirt for so long? Also, his parents have completely cut me off. No invites. No texts. No eye contact when we accidentally ran into them at a local cafe. They pretended not to see me. And they've made it clear they won't be attending anything if I'm involved. Holidays, birthdays, future weddings, all off the table if I'm still in the picture. And my boyfriend, bless his heart, is stuck. He wants to make both worlds work, but they're making it impossible. And it's exhausting to feel like someone has to fight for you to simply exist. I've been going to therapy solo, and it's helping. A lot of you suggested it, and I'm so grateful. It's helped me realize that I've spent too much time trying to be acceptable in someone else's story instead of living my own. So, what now? Honestly, I don't know. We're still together. I still love him. But I've told him clearly, if we're going to have a future, I need to be with someone who doesn't just choose me when it's easy, but when it's hard, too. I need to know that if we get married, if we have kids, he won't shrink every time his parents throw a tantrum. And he says he understands. We'll see. Thanks again to everyone who reached out. You gave me the backbone I didn't know I needed. I'll probably be back in a few more months. One way or another.